So if we don't get a good server right off the bat, I'm gonna be so mad. The server that we're loading into better be good. It's my private server, so I don't know. Alright, this better be good. There better be triple high risk. You know what, we can deal with it. I mean, you know, this isn't bad at all, actually. We could do this, yeah. Let's do this one. Oh, that's probably the best photograph I've ever seen in this game. If I'm being genuinely honest with you guys, that's probably the best I have seen yeah, so that's a good sign, you know. It's gonna refuel on gas, gonna refuel the Dominator, and then probably the Dow, actually, because I don't know if I'm gonna use that today, but I might. The Dow, and spawn this thing in. I don't know where it went. We'll try it again, I guess. I don't know what happened to it, it just disappeared. There it is. Does this thing take diesel? Yes, it does. Okay. I've not used the Dow at all this update so far, really. Well, I might have used it actually once. I take that back. Yeah, I've used it once. But I didn't really get anything good with it. So this is really the first time, hopefully, that I'm going to be using it. You know, our parameters for today are actually really, really good. These might be the best parameters I've seen this entire update so far, along with the photograph. I've not seen an actual good photograph in this update yet. So a long looped photograph is definitely a good sign. Everything's pretty high, I guess. I mean, the humidity is the only issue. You know, we're not going to be able to see the tornadoes as well, but it's whatever. Our significant tornado parameter is 10, and our violent tornado parameter is actually at 3, which is pretty high. So yeah, I'm curious to see what today actually does. And so I'm actually going to go ahead and get the Dominator 3 out, just because I like to actually intercept the tornadoes a little bit better than I do to scan the tornadoes. You probably link the server code down in the description on this video. So if you guys ever want to join, you can just click that code down there, and it should take you directly to the server. You know, my last video blew up for this channel. I wasn't expecting it to get over 4,000 views within like the first 5 days, but that's what happened. I'm not complaining, so you know what? I'm just doing another Twisted video. I think it was because the update just came out, so I dropped it at a pretty good time, but it's still pretty rapidly growing. I believe actually yesterday it got the highest amount of views that it has yet, so it's still fastly growing. There's already a pretty large storm forming directly over Hazleton. So this might be interesting to see. It should hook down here, and our tornado should be down here at some point, but I think we just have to wait a little bit, see what it does. But it is blowing up. Well, I think I'm just kind of going to wait around this area and see what it does, because if storm motion is east at 58 miles per hour, it should start to rotate here or something, and then maybe produce a tornado by here, and then we can get the direct intercept, if it is indeed actually going east. That's the thing. I've seen it where it's saying, like, it's going east, but then it goes directly north, so I don't know, we'll see. But it does appear that it is moving directly east, which is nice. Yeah, my other Twisted video, as of right now, has gained me 86 new subscribers. So thank you all for subscribing to the channel, but that is crazy. I've never had a video blow up that much, even on my main channel. Or, I guess you really couldn't count it main channel, because the channel's dead, basically. I need to kind of make a new IRL storm chasing channel. For those of you that don't know, I am an in-real-life storm chaser, so... No, but thank you all for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Into the tornado, if I go, I'm gonna get, like, absolutely launched in. I can guarantee you it. Yeah. Here we go. We're going directly into the tornado. It's not losing signal, what? Okay, well, I should probably place my probes. Yeah, alright. I'm starting to get sucked in. Okay, yeah, those wind gusts were way stronger than I thought. Debris ball over Elmora. I think they're getting completely destroyed. Dude, oh my god, I'm not even in the funnel yet. I just realized that, and yet I'm still getting, like, 112 mile per hour winds. 125, dude, we're spiking. Oh my god. Is this pink TVS yet? No, it's actually not. That's crazy. I could still drive in this, you think? I mean, oh, never mind. Now I can't. 134, 141. Okay, now we're really starting to spike. 157. Okay, we're rapidly increasing. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing has EF4 wind speeds. Now we're dying down. Now we're going back up. Now we're dying. I don't know. This is... it's very sporadic in here. I'm getting, like, consistent at least 125 mile per hour winds. So that's a sign that this thing is a very strong tornado. Our max is actually 160 miles per hour, so that's pretty crazy, actually, already. This thing just dropped down, too. It's already pretty strong, and we're not even in the core, technically. I think the core is right over there, so we barely missed it. So I think this is going more like east-northeast towards Sneed or possibly even Wadena. It might clip the south end. So I'm kind of intrigued to see what this thing does. I believe we can undeploy now, but Yeah, everything's like completely destroyed. This farm up here just got absolutely leveled by this tornado. I mean, there's like a little bit left. They're not fully swept clean, but that's still some pretty intense damage. There's apparently another debris ball because it's hitting whatever this is. I don't even know what that is. It's probably just another farm. But it just got absolutely swept clean too, probably. I didn't even check out what Elmora looked like, but they got also pretty directly hit. I think this thing's kind of like curving up like that. So this one's weakening, but there is a new storm now. This one is, if it's heading east, might go directly actually towards Viroqua or West Viroqua if it does actually produce a tornado. But this one does appear to be weakening, or at least getting tinier. Oh, why I'm driving into this thing. Alright, well, we just went directly through the storm. I need to go down here now. I want to go see what this one is. Let's just go back through it. Now we know that's pretty weak. We can just, like, what is it doing? We can just go back through it, I guess. It's no big deal. So there's an area of rotation to the west of West Viroqua and Viroqua. So if this thing does go east-northeast like this other tornado did, that could be pretty bad for West Viroqua or Viroqua, as they could get absolutely nailed by the tornado. And that other one lifted, so let's see what that track looked like. So yeah, like I said, it actually dropped down way further west than I thought. I thought it dropped down right here, but no, it dropped down just to the west of 33. So, and then it went east-northeast all the way up towards the north of Sneed and then lift. That thing was easily at least an EF3 tornado based off the damage to the farm right here. I don't think it would have been an EF4 unless we found some other thing, maybe at this farm. I don't know what buildings are there, but it's whatever. I'm not too concerned about rating it. I'm more concerned about these storms down here. So we're going to have to go, maybe not quite core punching, but we're definitely going to have to go through some hail probably. Which isn't going to be fun. Yeah, we got maybe quarters here. Ping pongs? Not anymore, never mind. So there's a green TBS headed directly for West Viroqua. That's not good, but I'm kind of interested to get visual on this thing to see if it's like a drill bit or if it's another giant tornado. But based off the back end of this morning, it's probably a cone, I would guess. Maybe? I don't know. I've not seen too many tornadoes in this update. But, guys, my intercept count. It is now up to 28 intercepts. Again, I don't know what counts as an intercept, but I started getting way more, like, risky, I guess, with my intercepts, and now I'm at 28. So I guess that worked, but I still have no idea what it ever meant. That is a wedge tornado. That's a large wedge tornado, actually. So yeah, if that thing continues to strengthen, and if it's headed directly for, like, West Viroqua or Viroqua, that could do some serious damage. No, I've not been looking at velocity at all. And that is a pretty strong couplet, I would say. And with that newest radar scan, I don't know how that went down with its... Oh, okay. Now it's pink TBS. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I can't see it. I'm in the core, or at least part of the core now. That's not good. This is what you don't want to do. If you're ever chasing in real life, do not go through the core unless you know what you're doing, because you can't see the tornado, and it's basically a death trap. Again, if you don't know what you're doing, you don't want to be directly in the core. And we're going to definitely miss that intercept opportunity, but West Viroqua is absolutely going to get annihilated by this tornado, and if this heads east, then yeah, Viroqua is going to get absolutely destroyed as well. Let's just go even closer to it. But this is strong inflow. This is very, very strong inflow. So I can paint this picture a little bit better over the actual radar. So inflow would be coming in kind of from Viroqua and then into this little notch here. And the RFD would be coming down from the back end of the storm, hitting kind of like the tornado itself. I'm going to deploy just to be safe, because I don't know if this is headed more north, because it kind of says that over the polygon, but the polygons haven't really been too accurate. And there's a new storm up by Hazleton, but we're definitely going to be targeting this one other than the Hazleton one. We have 120 mile per hour winds, 130 mile per hour winds, and we're not even in the tornado. Yeah, that is a very strong couplet. Wow. 160 at least. 170, we're at EF4 intensity, and we're just now entering the funnel. Wow. 161. I mean, we're not getting over 200, but even still, man. So now we're exiting the funnel, I guess. Kind of. I don't know what it's doing. It's kind of like going in and out, but it's whatever. So this is headed directly for the north side of Viroqua, I believe, which is not good at all. This could definitely produce some pretty catastrophic damage. But this new storm showing signs of very broad, but rotation, at least, just to the east of Funkley. So that's interesting, I guess. But this one is definitely the storm we want to be on, because this thing probably just, I mean, from my understanding, leveled West Viroqua, and is headed maybe it's gonna miss. I don't know, maybe it's headed a little bit more north. But I do believe there is a farm out here, so that's not good. I think we passed it on the way there. We'll see what the damage is like when we get back there. I'm just seeing the stubs of trees. I'm not seeing anything else. I see debris scattered. Definitely debarked trees, definitely destroyed homes, and definitely at least EF3 damage. I wish they made debarked trees like a 167 DI, because that's how it is in real life, at least with hardwood trees. So maybe that is, I don't know. I've not rated too many trees, but I mean, these are very clear indication of at least all walls collapsed. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some clean slabs over here too. So they got at least 140 mile per hour winds probably here. That's probably 165 DI. If they're still lower bounds, at least. I think they are. If they're upper bounds, that's a whole different story. But yeah, definitely a strong killer tornado. And I think Viroqua honestly got spared. So, I mean, I'm gonna launch the drone. Oop, if I can. But we're getting hit by that RFD still. Yeah, they're gonna get missed just to the north, which is good. And where was that other farm? Because that's what I kind of want to see. I want to see what that farm looks like now. There it is. Yeah, there was no shot of survival if you were right there, dude. Few people were actually there, and their home is, home's gone. Yeah, this is a clean slab, so there's nothing left here. So this is 165. I called it. Some of those other ones over there are all walls collapsed. That one to the north is, it's hitting another farm and probably leveling it, because that is a massive tornado. I'm seeing power flashes with this one too. You can see them right there. So this is definitely hitting stuff too. I think Nateville might actually be getting hit. That's not good, because I believe they're all mobile homes. No, they're not getting directly impacted, but they're getting clipped. Tornado emergency for Hazleton. This might actually go clip portions of it, unless it goes directly east, then it's not going to do anything. But if it's going northeast, then it's probably going to impact these homes down here. Off-roading again, that's never fun. Man, you can't even see that. It's so ominous. You can see one of the edges, like, barely, and then, like, you can only see the other edges within the lightning. It's just a massive tornado. Yeah, so I think they might just get clipped, like, a little bit. So where is this farm? Because that's kind of what I'm intrigued to see, is if it was like an upper bound home, or if it was a expected home, or lower bound. I don't know. We'll figure it out. There was definitely a few injured people sitting on the pile of rubble. That's for sure. Nope. Down tree. Ugh. Debris ball and Hazleton. That's never good. And it's not even impacting them directly. I think probably is getting roofs blown off. Oh. Here it is. Here's at least something. I don't know if this was the same building, or that's like total destruction of building. I don't know how passable the road is going to be. There's just debris scattered. Yeah, here's where the actual home, or whatever it was, is. And there was a lot of people here. They were having a party or something. So this is all walls collapsed, I believe. Yeah, there's still too much rubble, I would say, on this thing to be a slab home. But still, this one is rotating as well to the south. This other one is kind of dying out, but it's still probably pretty strong. And then the one to the north is probably the strongest out of them all. 10 killer might get hit. That's not good. This is like quarter-sized hail here. Yeah, so all the tornadoes are weakening. This one's growing, but the other ones are weakening. Also, I have big news that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video. But Reed Timmer followed me back on Twitter, so that's pretty cool. We were kind of joking for him to join the server the other day, but I think our chances are now higher than ever if he followed me back on Twitter, of all places. No, but in reality, it's not that impressive, because he's kind of following like 26,000 people or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, let me look. He is following 24.5 thousand people. So I guess it's not that impressive, but I still think it's pretty cool. So we are in Huron, I believe. And so we need to go just a little bit more north, probably to 22, and then we'll just go over and see what the damage is like in Hazleton. And that initial tornado that we were chasing and got the intercept kind of on, has lifted now. It's not day 2, it's day 1. And so that was a long track and very wide tornado that had a max width of 2,900 feet. And I didn't really count the injuries or deaths because I'm too lazy to keep switching teams between EMS and NWS. But path length of 6 miles and max estimated wind speeds of 165 miles per hour. That's based off of the like slapped homes. But yeah, that was a powerful tornado. So there's another pink TVS tornado down by Viroqua. We could have gone and intercepted that thing, but I got so intrigued by this tornado up here that you know, I didn't really want to go down there. But it is, I guess, weakening, at least based off the TVS signature. And so this tornado lifted as well. So this was tornado 3. And so Hazleton really didn't get hit, actually. But this farm did. So we're going to definitely go check that out. And so I think now we're entering the actual tornado's path. So if there's any trees over here, we should see them kind of like downed or debarked or something. I don't know. So this farm over here got absolutely rocked. I mean, they got absolutely hammered by the tornado. I think it was at pink TVS intensity right there or something. But portions of Hazleton could have taken some damage, actually. And that one is possibly clipping Viroqua right now at pink TVS. So, I mean, that was the farm, and I just completely missed it. Ugh. Keep missing it. Oh my god. Alright, so I already see trees with their limbs completely blown off. This is a long driveway. We're gonna get there, and there's just gonna be a pile of rubble. Probably. I'm not seeing anything. But yet again, it also is 4 in the morning, so we really shouldn't be able to see anything. And that's a lot of debris. Oh, and I ran into it. Partial debarking to trees as well. That's not a good sign. That's a building that's leveled. That's a building that's completely leveled. There's another one that's swept clean. I think the entire farm was completely demolished, and we're caught on debris. This tornado most likely ultimately had maximum speeds of at least 160 miles per hour, so that's pretty intense. And the farms definitely show that. And all the risks for the next couple days suck.